walking in the shit. Lee. जो वहाँ मेन रोड है ना, वहाँ से आ रहा है।
This is a complete catastrophe. No boats and everyone's searching for their families. Just have to keep walking and see what happens. There is only one boat and that is being used, and the water is streaming now into Rajbagh, which is in front of me, faster and faster and faster, and there's no way we can get to Auntie at all. These are the fourth floors that we're seeing of houses. There are three more floors below, second, first and ground. So it's about 25-30 foot of water in front of me. Once you pass this barrier, we're on high ground now. Car has completely come off the hinges because the road's been broken. The devastation is complete. These houses, this whole neighborhood has been destroyed. Another house completely destroyed. Mosque submerged. People crushed. God knows what would have happened to this family here. People are probably still underneath. But there are no rescue missions to this area because they're inaccessible. The only way these can be taken off is by being airlifted, but the military won't come here because unfortunately the tin roofs, they say, lift off under the propeller force and get entangled with the propellers. So they just won't come to these areas. The scale of the devastation cannot really been captured by the press. This is another crossing. We tried to cross this yesterday, we had to swim. But today the water levels have definitely receded. The difficulty is access, and that's why the military or the press can't come to these areas. I was just speaking to this gentleman there who's going to his house now. He said there's no electricity, there's no water, there's no food. The airlifts are simply dropping food from a height which consists of dal which splatters when it hits the floor. No dry foods like bread or vegetables or anything of the kind. This is the place that we came to yesterday to cross. But the water levels are receded, so it's much easier. The locals have made a makeshift bridge to cross. You've got to be careful because they get upset when you record. This is the national highway in the distance. See the signs of the national highway? This is a road which is completely underwater. And so now we are at the end of the road, quite literally. They're saying we're not going to take any money, they're saying we'll pay you money. So they're not into the money. We're going to get our relatives. Can't help you. This is a fucking catastrophe. No boats. Just crossed this area over here. We just crossed this. We crossed it under the water. But look at the devastation. These people are waiting to cross. We've just showed them how to do it. Look at this. And the march goes on. We're now just taking supplies to Imran's parents, who are not well at all. So it's a 30 kilometer trek with medicines and food. But there's no other way of doing it, because we can't bring them back this way until the roads open. And the roads are completely and utterly buggered. I mean, the water has ripped the underneath of this road, so that what you have is the earthquake effect. So if you imagine miniature tectonic plates underneath this road, they have shifted with the force of the water and basically laid bare to all the pipes, cables, etc. I'm coming. This was a road which has been completely destroyed again. People just have to cross over. So I've been walking for an hour and a half now. Well, we've still got the sunshine, I suppose. She's doing very nicely in drying up the water. But after the war 20 years ago, this has dealt a severe blow to the infrastructure of Srinagar. I mean, this is going to take forever to build. Look, the foundations of every single house have been destroyed. Well, it looks like the family's about to get rescued. The one frigging boat in this whole area has just arrived. And they're not actually going to stop. They didn't want to stop here, they were going somewhere else. They've been forced to stop by the ladies to rescue the people in that house. There's going to be an angry mob here because this boat is destined for another location. Actually, it might be an idea to follow this boat. Yeah. Maybe we can rent it. I don't think they'll rent it though. It's complete devastation. There's no other words for it. I mean, the picture speaks for itself. I think there's a protest beginning. I'm not sure why.
There's no rescue team.
Hey?
They don't have a rescue.
There's insufficient rescue vehicles and people are starting to complain now.
They don't have boats or nothing.
This is how little things get inflamed here. All it takes is one little trigger and somebody to organize a rally. This really is not the time. Anyway, just have a look at everything that's underwater. The problem is what's in front of us. It cuts off two halves of the city. So people with relatives in one half can't see relatives in the other. I gotta go. Families here all stranded. Hindus, Muslims, Zoroastrians, a few Jews for good measure. This road is finally opened. Woohoo! Here comes an armoured vehicle. And around. They don't like it when you film them. So this has totally... Well, this wasn't really hit that hard, but this has receded, thank God for that. Just trying to find out where Imran's parents are now. Oh, see, that's the problem. We get to a point, we hit more water, but luckily we found another way. He just passed information from one side of town to the other. We're going to go and see Imran's family, and then we have to climb a hill first, unfortunately. My legs are knackered from yesterday's 40-kilometer round trek, but it was worth it because I saw my dad. Sorry. We're going into a predominantly pundit area. Note, of course, that it's on high ground. Not that I'm bitter, saying it begrudgingly. I understand though, because yesterday when we were getting closer and closer to my dad, we were just getting faster and faster until one point we were actually jogging. I thought, it's just human nature. When you get close to something that you want to grab hold of, you move faster and faster out of desperation. These are obviously people waiting to be picked up. And Imran's just trying to find his parents everywhere. We finally got here 2 hours later. Whew. They're staying in some rescue place or someone's house. Just trying to find out where they are. He's getting really frustrated now because he's been sent in 100 different directions. Apparently it's near the Bank of Baroda. There we go. Found some. I don't know who this is. Found somebody you might know.
Bank of Baroda.
Getting close, getting close.